Welcome to WatchaMania, y'all, and welcome to the AEW Dynamite Fight for the Fallen, Nashville, Tennessee, August 16th Watchalong and live reactions. I gotta figure out a better way to do that. I'm your host, Abby Devin. How goes it, y'all? Welcome. Guns up, y'all. BCG showing up on Dynamite tonight, and honestly, not for nothing, I think this is going to be an interesting situation, because as I alluded to in the chat, I think those are CM Punk's, I don't want to say catalysts, but I think CM Punk is hoping that if the Young Bucks, end up in some sort of angle with the Bullet Club Gold, and there's some sort of major beatdown going on with the Young Bucks, who are currently a feud with FTR, who just got out of a program with Bullet Club Gold, will then come back around to help out the people who they're going to be facing so they can have them at 100%. And now all of a sudden, situation is still 4-4. Punk's right around the corner with FTR. At any point in time, could just sneak right in the back door and then bam, you have them on the same screen. Now, the people want it. Now everyone knows. Now there's no avoiding it. Headcanon. I only say this because based on reports that have come out about the guy, he was really trying to shoot himself into a work, brother. What a world we live in. The AEW Civil War is going to be an interesting one. But anyways, y'all, enough of my tirades. Please leave a thumbs up if you could be so kind. Please and thank you. Would really help get us off the ground here right as we're starting. I hate that it could potentially track right. That's what I'm saying. Like imagine the Elite don't know they're going to be on the same screen as CM Punk until CM Punk comes out. Now there's like what do you do? Like you're put on the spot. You either have to completely drop the show, like completely treat the show as secondary for your own personal feelings in the moment, or you have to roll with it. And rolling with it will only lead to having to roll with it more. And it's kind of manipulative and disgusting, honestly, if that truly is what's happening here. Because that's right up there with working the boys in the back. And you don't do that. You know what I'm about to... Song bumps. But regardless of all of that, guns up in hopes that Bang Bang Gang comes out on top of this nonsensical drama. It's so wild, too, because after Collision last week, Punk apparently shot a promo on Hangman, and it didn't come off the way he intended to, so he texts Hangman apologizing about it because he was embarrassed about how that went down. And it's like, oh, now is when you do that. This fucking guy, I tell you what, man, he is a character and a half. And that's before he even steps on screen. I'm just here for the league points. I fully feel you, bro. Get them fantasy points, get them league points. I'm so ready. I'm happy to hear you shout that out, because yes, looking like we're down a bend this evening, so your boy is going to have to keep track of points in some capacity. So what I'm going to try to do is just like list literally every person I see on camera, and that's not going to work out very well. Nah, it's going to be good, Joe. Oh, yeah, 100%. Like, I'm already sure we're not going to see Punk on here, because he's Mr. We do things on Saturday over here different than we do things on Wednesday over here. Like, it's so snide. It's so smug. It rubs me the wrong way. I think I may have jumped the gun on Nord here. But let's find out, as we may or may not hit... Could you please? Ooh, I see. Part of it is my CPU working so hard. Did my performance monitor just crash? That's wild. Not my computer, but my performance monitor. Okay, there it is. It literally crashed on me. I had to reopen it. That's wild. Never had that happen before. At least not that I can remember. We're good so far. Yeah. That's how I was going to be here. No, because the thing, right, what I do is I go to my performance monitor, and I go in, and I turn off the background processes of Nord, because that's usually what will cause that latent buffering throughout the stream that we've had in the past. But in this instance, I went to go open my performance monitor, and the whole thing just closed down. And I was like, oh, well, I have to turn off all the Nord stuff. Orange back on top. You love/hate to see it. Like, I just want to preface this, because, like, I know there's a lot of mixed feelings on Orange Cassidy one way or the other. I am a big fan of Orange Cassidy. I think this run, because with the intent of the run, has overstayed its welcome to some extent, because the intent was he was going to work himself dry to the point where he ain't got no orange left, and gets wrecked. And unfortunately, I think he's like 4 or 5 defenses past the point where he should have gotten wrecked. I honestly love Orange Cassidy beyond that. I'm actually 5 seconds behind. My bad, y'all. For those of you in sync, I'm going to have to jump about 5 seconds ahead. Never mind. Fight lied to me. I'm going to do this, though. Now, does Yuta do it? Because I don't think Yuta does. I genuinely do not think he pulls this off. I've been conditioned to think it's just Orange wins low. We're getting to that territory. You see, the thing is, I can too. The problem with that is, I also could have seen the loss with Murder Hawk Lance Archer. I could have also seen the loss with Swerve. Who was the person he defended against before that? There were several people he defended, and I'm like, really could have lost here, and it made perfect sense. I love that. Mainstay, member of the AEW lore, Sue. Not since Shelton's mom has somebody else's non-wrestling kin gotten over as an on-screen character. So big. Oh, running right out with the orange punch. Not happening, though. Waist lock? Oh, we're trying to slow down with a headlock. Nah. We gotta speed it up. Piece it up. No, speed it up. Arm drag after arm drag. It's arm drag city, y'all. Oh, and here's the chops. Are we entering the chop portion of the match? Let's go. Is Freshly Squeezed one of those nicknames that was just given to him because, like, Orange? You know, like, just because it fits his name, not because it actually means anything? Trying to think of another example of what I'm trying to say. Yeah. They're trading it, though. That's right, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The crowd losing it. I love that one dude in the back. It's just like, yeah. He was just like blown away by this trading of shots. That tag match is going to be fire. I think it has match of the night potential. But yes, I don't think I actually asked it. How we doing, everyone, tonight? How you doing, Lone Star? X Cam, what your day has been like? Has it been good? Hope it's been good. That's right, the Acclaimed in action. I wonder who they're gonna face off at. Or face off against. Good day. That's awesome. Awesome. The Jeff vs. Jeff match has me way too curious. Oh my gosh, my gosh. We're in Nashville, Tennessee. Expect some Memphis-esque bullshit. I dare not even be surprised at a Jerry Lawler appearance. That's how Nashville this shit is gonna get. Yeah, flopped off of that tope too. No, oh, haha! Turned it around on him. Orange Cassidy's really been putting over the neck. Like, he's sold his other body parts, but that neck has been, like, the prime anchor to him. Rough. That's right. That was wow. He's just laying those kicks in. Oh my god. Hey, what's up, Altudico? Welcome. I'm glad the thumbnail grabbed somebody. That's awesome. Welcome. How you doing? This is WatchaMania. Oh. That was an early beach break. Kicked out. Okay. I was like, there's no way that's it. We are not about to sneak out with a 7-minute match. That's awesome. I never even thought about that thumbnail being that much of a grabber. Good evening. Good evening, Anthony. How do? Welcome, my friend. Oh, it's raining. Rough. Looks like he's charging the corner. Also, like thunder. Thank you so much, Mundo. Appreciate that. We're on the way to 200 subs. We're hoping to get there. So, I want to do it by the end of the month, but I think that's a little ambitious. But equally as ambitious, we're looking for 500 by the end of the year. So, hell yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate you. We got a little cycle here of what we do. I won't go through the whole spiel right now. Yes, this death match is going to be so interesting. It's definitely going to be, like, I don't want to say a train wreck, but it's at least a car wreck. At the very least, like, a car derby. You know what I mean? And he hit us with the Brian jumping jacks. I'm here for it. You know, I kind of want him to win the title. You know, it's just... It's been a bit since someone in BCC has won a championship, you know? The last time, I think, was Claudio's Ring of Honor title. And here's the thing. If it's not Yuta, does it end up being Mox? Because we saw how Mox got him with that attack after his match a few weeks back. I even used it as the thumbnail there. Anthony. Yeah, I saw that they were like pushed back a few months. Are they just outright canceled? Like it's not being launched? Because if so, that's wild. That's just next level. But yeah, also deep.
Lethal and Jeff Jarrett that targeted the knees of Orange Cassidy using the guitar, the figure 4 leg lock to soften him up, and now Yuta.
That's right. That's good.
Anjigatami, the flying octopus hold, and he's trying to go after the right
Oh.
of Cassidy as well.
Ow, that sucks.
AEW Dynamite back live from Nashville, Tennessee. Can Wheeler Yuta stop the historic reign of Orange Cassidy as the AEW International Champion? Cassidy fighting mightily, but Wheeler Yuta, the former
Fighting mightily.
of Cassidy in the driver's seat, Taz. Yeah, definitely.
Now he's just biting him. What a prick. I'm here for it, though. Do what you gotta do, right? Did they give any reason to why the DLC was canceled, Anthony? I admittedly have not looked into it all that much. You see the 10-second entrances? That's a callback. The thing is, that's a callback to the game that they were trying to... They were trying to make a spiritual successor to WWF No Mercy. And that's how entrances were done in that game back in the day. But... yeah, no, I'm kind of with you. I think the best way I can put it is... I appreciate what they were going for and trying to create a spiritual success... oh, words. They were trying to create a spiritual successor to No Mercy, but... I think they committed too hard to doing so to the point where they even emulated bugs and other things like that, and some of the less endearing qualities of older gaming, when I think they could have stood to put a modern spin on the retro feel. They said that they wanted to keep this title and like build off of it, but based on DLC being canceled, would not be surprised if they're just looking to release an AEW Fight Forever 2 somewhere down the line. But yeah, no, I'm a major AEW fan. I'm a super fan, I would even dare say. The schedule right here should tell you enough about that. But the game isn't as it was a little too ambitious. And I hope that they can only build upon that and improve in the future. Because I don't think that this should be, oh, they suck at games, they should give up and never try it again. Like, I like how they try to go back to it, but it's really different times. And there's been full interest. Yeah, is that what I'm saying? Like, when the 2K experience, people really want the wrestling simulator experience, but AEW outright said, we're not going for a simulator experience, we're going for an arcade experience. And that I respect. And in this day and age, there is an audience for that still. It's just not the same audience that's playing 2K by and large. Welcome, Todd. Welcome in. You popped in just in time for the main event. We got Yuta in here working over Cassidy's leg, something fierce. Oh, Michinoku driver off the ropes. Not much of a kick out. Oh, PK! Shout out to his boy Shibata. Time for the tilt work. Yep, there it is. That PK, right? Shouting Shibata's name was the only way to make that more transparent. I did hear the gameplay pays for the shortest entrances, and I've watched. Oh, yeah, here's the thing. Once you get down to, we're in the match, I have a character, you have a character, it's fun. Especially if you, like, really know the nitty and the gritty of the gameplay. It's a fun, casual experience. Like, as someone who didn't know how to play the game at all, it was fun to play. With friends, especially. As someone who then learned how to do the little nooks and crannies of the mechanics, now it's like, oh, this is really fun. Getting in there and chaining with somebody, having reversal fests, and like chaining together moves and high sequences, like that shit's fun. Did I miss a paradigm shift? Oh my god, I'm talking over the game and I missed a paradigm shift. Oh! He actually kicked out of the mouth with the seatbelt and everything. What is Orange Cassidy? You are not about to steal it off this. He just fucking stole it off of this. What is this man? What is this man? He stole it again. The double hook. He can't keep getting away with this. The best friends. Oh, don't stop their music. No, just let it play throughout the brawl. It'd be awesome. Plus, it's really bumping. We're kind of hooked on their songs of late.
They are still not at 100% because after that early flurry, Claudio Castagnoli and Jon Moxley just shut down Chuck Taylor.
But the thing, well, it's not so much him stealing the wins isn't believable. It's that him kicking out of so many things that he kicks out of is believable. Especially when the thing is, we know that he's going into match less than 100%, and he's still kicking out of one and possibly even two finishes or big or at least signature-worthy moves. Like, that's where it's like, now you're just making him look like he's the best. They're walking here. You gotta love that they were just kind of strolling down. I mean, hey, they're not saving anybody. They're just joining the fight, so I don't blame them for taking their time. Guys, just hit the ring. Fuck. I thought they were about to do their whole entrance stick, but they'd just be like, the zero minnow and do the dance and everything. Let Alex Apprehentis do his, like, 7 taunts that he does during the intro portion of their entrance. QT Marshall pinned Penta. He did. Sent him back to this feud here in AEW. We can never let that go. To fix that switch, I just put AEW people in my 2K game and make their... Yeah, that's kind of the thing Altered Egos a lot of people have done. Like, I have a few AEW... Like, I got a Malachi Black in my universe mode. Who's another one? We got Adam Cole in there. Although I'm using the UA music. And you can just make your own Dynamite and Rampage in there and stuff. Damn. Eddie Kingston is here, and he is slowing it down, and he is just... I was really hoping he was going to get more off him. I was saving the pops for, like, the back fist. I was wondering who was going to come down and save him. I also kind of anticipated Eddie being here. There wasn't any report or anything that I saw personally, but the second the G1 was over, I'm like, I'm going to see him and Claudio again, yes. Maybe you could use this to work out. Dude's buff, he's just got a gut. What? Oh!
We haven't had a stadium stampede since the Daily's Place days. I'll tell you, Wembley, that's a pretty big stadium for a stampede. With people in it. Okay?
With people in it! I just realized I tap muted, dang it. Orange Cassidy's like, wait, what? What'd you just get me into here?
Yeah, I got a funny feeling Blackpool Combat Club, they're not going to back down from that challenge. Yeah, the Blackpool Combat Club, they relish a challenge. I mean, imagine what...
The family is somewhat united, right? Wembley Stadium Stampede. You know, that's awesome. That's an awesome point. I didn't even realize that it flows so well. In the Wembley Stadium Stampede.
Scott here ran out of Nashville by Eddie Kingston and company, man. So, BCC's going to want some revenge for sure. Tony, what an incredible way.
So are the Lucha Bros and Best Friends going to have to figure out a way how to coexist?
You're going to see it at Wembley Stadium and All In. Well, fans, we were just talking about Daily's Place yesterday. Our colleague, good old JR, spoke to Kenny Omega at Daily's Place about his plans for All In London.
We're in the building, Daly's Place, Jacksonville, where you, alongside Don Callis, won your first AEW title. Over the last several weeks, we've seen really what Don Callis is all about. How can you even consider doing business with a guy like that?
Uncle Don was just a friend of my real uncle, Uncle Larry, the Golden Sheik. And whether it be Christmas dinner, Easter dinner, Thanksgiving dinner, my birthday, he was there, always there. Now that I look back, it was really an odd childhood. I didn't have friends. Don doesn't like people. He doesn't like friends. I wasn't able to have after-school parties. I wasn't able to have summer vacations. My summer vacation.
From this angle, it does kind of, yeah.
Give me my first weight set, my first tub of protein, vials of things I didn't even know the words. He would say, take your
Actually,
vitamins, you know, because I was
yeah.
first place medals, first place
Fully.
ribbons, first place trophies. You know, I was getting college scholarships. In a way, you know, the way that he guided me made me the best athlete that I could be. And I try every day, Jim, to remember that version of Don.
You know, Uncle Don is the guy that stabbed you in the head with a screwdriver.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like you're trying to justify his existence in your life.
You can choose your friends, you can choose, you know, the people that you're with, but you can't choose your family. And I thought, he's still my uncle. And I found myself trying to justify what this guy has done. I'm trying to find reasons not to make my entire existence one of revenge. I just want to move on. I don't want him to get into my head. I don't want this to be all about Don and the people that he chooses to be part of his family.
Speaking of that, it sounds like he's replaced you in that lineup.
Thing is, you know, Takeshi and I actually go back, and I saw a lot of myself in him when I was in DDT in Japan, and I thought, you know, this is the kind of guy that you want to guide in the right way. He made sure that when he decided to upgrade from Kenny Omega, someone younger, stronger, faster, that it was someone that would hurt here. As the god of pro wrestling, your words, by the way, not mine. I have the power to giveth, I have the power to taketh away. And Don, this new cash cow of yours that you think means the world to you, I'm going to take him away. I'm going to embarrass you in the same way.
Whoa, JR, I didn't know that you were
Oh, they are here. Yeah. Okay, it was just the quality of the camera.
He's got so many insecurities, you might need a 3-hour special.
Look,
How's your mental health, kid? I'm really
Jim,
concerned.
I'm sorry. You know what?
Concerned about your
I'm
mental
sorry, Don,
health.
but
Are you okay?
Oh, wait, what? Juice? This is... The way JR's just like, well, that ain't my business. Boys will be boys. Yeah, at first I thought Jay... I mean, I figured it out once I saw Juice. But at first I thought Jay was Takeshita, and then when I saw Juice, I was like, what the fuck? This is wild. Looks authentic now. Yeah, that one specific camera shot with the quality of that camera really just like made the entire background look like a still PNG. Even when it switched camera angles to like the one on like the singular shots of Kenny and JR, it was like, huh?
Here's the thing about a beatdown. If you're gonna drive all the way to Jacksonville of all places to do a beatdown, it's at least got to be good. I mean, it's got to last more than 2 minutes. Somebody, for the love of God, has got to yell Roadhouse. Juice, I thought you'd have known better than that. And if you're gonna start a beatdown, you have to finish it. And I know that I'm outside of a hospital with Kenny inside, and it may seem like he is, but Kenny's not finished, and neither is he friendless. Because in London, Kenny will have there 2 of his greatest friends, and not to flatter myself, 2 of his greatest tag team partners of all time, in Hangman and Kota Ibushi. A team I never would have thought possible, a dream team, if you will, in front of one of the largest crowds in the history of professional wrestling. Juice, Jay Takeshita, this little beatdown you started at Wembley, we finish it.
Sir, this is a hospital. You can't be drinking a beer here. You serious? Serious, man. I'm sorry.
Hangman on that cowboy shit. You love to see it. I love how he spoke over Don Callis. I'm sorry. Spoke over Justin Roberts introducing him. Golden Hung Lover. What a name! It's Luigi drawing. Luigi drawing.
Chris Jericho, he told Don Callis he would give him his answer. Is he going to join the Don Callis family? He's going to give him his answer tonight, next on Dynamite.
Did I miss something? Oh no, did I miss something? I was not paying attention at all, people. Okay. Well, this is the first full commercial break, so let's take a list, shall we? Notes, I guess. Hey, Jesse, what's up, fam? How goes it? It's been a fun first half hour, Dynamite. How you been? Hope the day's been kind to you. What was... I'm blanking on really the first... Just... Sorry, I'm taking down all the matches and appearances thus far for the sake of the fantasy points. For the fantasy stable points. Well, let the chaos roll, right? Golden Hung Lovers versus Bang Bang Gang in the stadium. And I'm not gonna lie, that's where the stage gets set. I see it happening. That hypothetical I suggested at the top of the stream. Be a case of, beatdown happening, and guns get involved, and then the Bucks have to get involved, and it'd be a situation where FTR gets involved as well, but the numbers are still in the favor of the heels, so then CM Punk has to come down and make the save, and then all of a sudden there's the stare-off between CM FTR and the Elite. Where's Jade Cargill? She's been taking an extended vacation. I would dare even say a sabbatical. Because she's at least joked that she might not come back. Although I think it was indeed just a joke. I think she will be back. Yeah, I would really love to see her, like, more. I want to see her as a face, you know? I would also love to see whoever gets the privilege of being the first person to definitively beat her clean. Because she wasn't beaten clean, I'm sorry. But even if it's a second match you ask for, you still lost to somebody who you didn't know you were going to face, didn't know, and was after a match you already had. So yes, you could argue that Jade beat herself more at Double or Nothing than anything. Right.
What the Jericho Appreciation Society did to you last week, and I just want to say, I feel for you. That was awful. I'm sorry.
No. I mean, you don't have to feel sorry, Don. I mean, what happened last week broke my heart too. When all the members of the Jericho Appreciation Society walked out on me, it made me realize a few things about myself. It made me realize that maybe I should reevaluate who I am.
Wild dialogue.
Change a few of my ways, and like I told you, Don, Chris Jericho doesn't join factions. Chris Jericho creates them. And after what happened last week, it's obvious to me what the answer is. When you want to know if I want to join your family. So, Don, my answer, if I want to be a part of the Don Callis family...
Watch him say yes.
...is yes!
I knew it! He loves swerving the crowd he loves subverting expectations when the answer's obvious.
I'll tell you why, Don. When the
Jericho Appreciation Society walked out on me. It made me realize I need to get back to my roots. Yes, I need to get a little bit more selfish. I need to align with a man who's just as low as I am, a man I've known for 34 years, and regain the AEW Championship. The answer is yes. Yes.
Wow, that's huge. Don Callis seems more surprised than anybody.
Gross.
No, he just hit the jackpot.
Right. This is, you know what?
Oh, he's gonna hit him with the just kidding.
Let's go drink Broadway dry and beat up some rednecks just like the back in the day. Come on. Come on. Drink. We're going to celebrate.
Well, before we go, what's with the picture there?
Oh, I got another picture of me, you, and Bad News. Which one of your houses you want it sent to? Come on, let's go.
No, seriously, this is a great night of celebration. If you got a painting.
Oh. Don was expecting it. I know where this. I think.
I want to see it. I do want to celebrate. I want to celebrate with this picture with me all night long.
Wow.
Well, he's got some explaining to do here, doesn't he? No wonder Don Callis was so surprised by Jericho's answer.
Right? What is this?
Well, what do you think it is? It's a joke. It's a practical joke. It's a rip.
Oh, Devin, that's definitely where this is going.
No. Let me. Did you think I was gonna say no? Is that what you thought? And if you thought I was gonna say no, so over a business decision, what, you're gonna have me assassinated? Huh? You're gonna have me beheaded because I said no to you?
No. You don't understand. It's all. It was. You want.
No. Continue.
Okay, you want, this is very embarrassing for me.
Good.
I paid a lot of money to have a painting of you, me, and Bad News, and the artist screwed this up.
Right.
It was a mistake, Chris. It was a mistake.
Stop. Okay, stop. I have known you since 1989, okay? I know when you're telling the truth, and I know when you're lying.
I'm telling the truth.
Shut up!
Telling the truth, Chris.
Shut up! You're lying to my face right now, Don. And I want you to be straight with me. No, listen to me. For the first time since I've known you, you scumbag lowlife. For the first time in your life, be honest with me and tell me the truth.
I am being honest with you,
Be
Chris.
Be a man and tell me the truth now.
You want the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you're right. I did not think in a million years you would say yes to me, Chris. But not because it wasn't the best opportunity in the world for you. I thought you would say no because of your massive ego.
Ah.
I've known you for 34 years. It's always been.
Hello, Potts. I'm Kettle. Have we met?
All about Jericho. Let's go where Jericho wants. What does Jericho need? It's all about you. It's always been all about you. So yes, I thought you'd make a stupid decision and say no. Because Chris, in a business full of egomaniacs, you truly are the greatest at that. You are a narcissistic egomaniac who's too stupid to see what's good for him, and you don't deserve to be a part of the Don Callis family.
Damn. That's pretty stiff.
Part of the Don Callis family, huh? Who the hell is Don Callis?
Wild.
Huh? 3 years ago, you weren't even in the wrestling business, and nobody cared.
That's true.
And now because of me, you're in AEW at the top of your career, and compared to me, still, nobody cares. And this is why, Don, you have lost everything. You lost your family. You lost Kenny Omega. You got no friends because you lost me. You have messed up every single personal relationship you've ever had in your life. And you know why? Because you're a lowlife, you're a worm, you're a piece of trash, and Don Callis,
Oh. Paintbrush. I only knew Don Callis for being a commentator. Same. I really was like, oh, he's that Impacts guy. Cool. You are not wrong, Hex. Just beat the devil out of him, and looky there. Yup, there he be. Ospreay loves his wear sweatpants. Ah. What are we doing here? Oh no. Oh no. Cracked him hard. So Stone Cold Glass Shatters meme. Oh, Guevara. Wow, they're playing Ospreay's old theme. Not taking a risk with that. Devin, the thing is, a lot of AEW fans are really smartened up to a lot of bullshit. So I think the lack of pop may have come from that. Yeah, Allin is gonna be dope. That match, regardless of personal feelings, that match is going to be pretty good. In fact, I'm wondering if Jericho's going to be able to keep up. That's going to be an interesting situation. Yeah. Yep, pretty much that, because, I mean, yep, exactly. That's pretty much it, yes. That's what I was alluding to, Cam, is that he was put on blast, and then he did that whole angle with Bea Priestley, where they pretty much, you could argue, was kind of undermining the speaking out movement in a way. Yeah, there's a lot of things. But I can't deny that the man is a brilliant wrestler. Arguably one of the best right now. I'm very okay with this title being retired. This title? Ooh. Which title? This, oh man. As soon as the music hit, I'm like, oh, this match isn't happening. Top rope, catch a vibe, catch a flip. That's so gross, honestly, but like in a very, I don't know, in like a very scary way. Like carrying around somebody's blood like that, like that's I don't know how to. I don't know how to phrase it properly. It's very like Hunter-like.
Swerving his guys here. There's no question about that. You can see it.
And fans, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a multiplayer horror game based on true events by Gun International.
Oh, that was a big old boot.
August 18th, rated M for mature.
The plan started when they jumped him before the bell, before Darby had a chance to even fight back.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this match is even happening at this point. I mean, Aubrey's still trying to rally, make it happen. Okay, maybe this match still is happening, which I can appreciate, because AEW is really good about not taking away the experience that they advertise, you know? They advertise a match, they're going to give you that match. I'm sure you could count on one hand how many times AEW has ever advertised a match and then in the midst of the show said the match is not happening. For reasons within their control, I will specify. You know, injuries and stuff have made that happen before, like Britt Baker a month or two ago. But I mean specifically, yeah, last month with the Owen Hart tournament, but with sickness. You know, but I mean like they book. Oh no, but the match won't actually happen because a brawl will break out and. Well, Nick Wayne was closer to 17 when he got the contract. The point still stands, I feel you, but Nick Wayne has been training his entire life and is a second-generation pro wrestler. So that's something to be considered. He is a very special case. That's not to undermine his hard work and how much he did to get to this point, but that added leverage is part of why he is where he's at so early. Darby's losing his shit over there in the corner. Fair enough. In short, Orange Cassidy won. Happened to Chris Jericho. What happens? Oh, hey, John Rosa. Got a lot of recap questions. But yeah. Orange effectively defended by the skin of his teeth after just barely skirting away with a win, despite the fact that BCC interfered. That a brawl broke out, Stadium Stampede was announced because after Eddie Kingston returned. So we got Stadium Stampede for Allin. As for Chris Jericho, he said yes. And then they were going to go celebrate, and he was like, wait, but you got like a picture over here. Let's go look at this picture. And they uncovered the picture, and it was Don Callis holding Jericho's severed head. And Jericho was like, the fuck is this, bro? Did you think I was going to say no? And then things broke down, and Don effectively turned on Jericho, realizing that he was backed into the corner. Nah, I mean, that actually would be wild, though. So by WWE standards, that's going to have to be like 3 to 4 years from now. You're welcome, John. How you doing this evening? Hope it's been good. Hope your Wednesday's been kind to you. Oh, that double choke slam. This off. I look like Dalton Castle. I can't quite do it. Boss! Yeah, that was fun. Thank you, Cody. Appreciate that. That's quite the compliment, actually. Very handsome lad he is. Ah, nice. A collision on Dynamite. Adam Cole, really? Oh, that's the first time. No worries. We got you, Hex. That's the first time that I've heard Adam Cole from someone other than Hassan. Shout out Hassan Terrell. He's your twin. Hell yeah. I definitely got to get his. I don't know. His hair's a little bit fluffier than mine. I want to say. Although, yeah, since I trimmed it a little bit shorter, yeah, you know what? That's a fair shout. We have similar body types too. Now that I think about it. You even have the boys with you right there. Let's go break some hearts. Oh, let's go. Spend a little too much time hitting each other and not enough time hitting your opponent. That? WrestleCon? Yeah, I'd be down for that. Dalton Castle's a good shout, actually. It's better than the other cosplays I've been suggested. People have suggested Roman Reigns before, and I'm like, no, I don't wanna. That's... Plus, I don't think I'd do it justice. What's next for Chris Jericho? I'm anticipating a one-on-one match with Will Ospreay. Double moonsault coffin drop combo. Yo. They beat him. They beat the Gates of Agony. That's awesome. Throw a third person in there. Have him challenge the Embassy for those 6-man titles. Right? I was not ready for that. Gates of Agony are protected team, but then again, the real money is in the Embassy. I say specifically the Embassy and not the Mogul Embassy, which includes everyone else. Oh!
Come on, man. I got something I want to talk to you about. Real fun stuff, man. This is great. I'm directing movies. Yes, Stinger is making movies now, and I got a great leading man, which I'm going to get into that in a minute. But first, Fox, this is for you. You better have eyes in the back of your head 24/7 from this moment forward. Why? Well, because we have a coffin match in 9 days.
I love his Jim Carrey-esque delivery.
London, England, 80,000 people! Yes! I love it! The red blood cells are already moving. Tell him, leading man, tell him.
Hey!
We're actually 11 days away, sir. What did you need to talk to me about? All right, 11 days. I'm glad you asked that question. Yeah. Well, I guess the only thing left to say is... It's showtime. It's showtime.
And still kidnapping people. Joker Sting is back. Yeah, he is. You see, people see Joker. I see the mask.
Nana, come on back.
I love it. You hear this so little. Beetlejuice? That's also a good shout. That's also a good shout. I knew it. Prince Nana is canon. That was a fun segment. Really appreciated that. That was a lot of fun. So, I see Jim Carrey. Yeah, Jim Carrey's my all-time favorite actor. I grew up watching.
AEW World Champion, and I'm here prepping today for Wembley, Allin, August 27th. Hey, what are we doing here, man? Thank God you're here. Listen, buddy, we have the opportunity of a lifetime. Not only are we going to be in the most historic main event of all time, that's right. We are going to be in the most historic buy-in of all time. One match only. Adam Cole and MJF, better than you, Bay versus Aussie, open for those ROH tag team titles.
Jim did a biopic.
We're going to beat our opponents.
Oh, that'd be awesome, Jim.
Okay. So I took us to their temple, their holiest of places.
Dude, I love Outback. Don't fraternize with the enemy.
Dude, I love it. Don't fret. The faces. Yes, there for business. Adam Cole with the... I'm sorry. You really want this man to turn heel? Are you telling me that you want this man to turn heel?
That was the best food I've ever eaten in my life. If their cuisine is that good, the wrestling must be 10 times better. We don't have a chance. I mean, for crying out loud. The blooming onions. The blooming onions. Max, stop it. Snap out of it, okay? We got
Blooming onion. He just said,
Listen, I got an idea.
I'm cute last time.
To beat these guys, trust me.
This is great.
Prepare for Aussie Open. I've gotten us some pure cinema. 1-2 punch, baby. We got
Crocodile Dundee 1 and 2. You ready to watch this, baby?
Okay, just hear me out. After we left Outback Steakhouse, I saw something that I just can't get out of my head. And I just want you to watch this with me, okay?
Okay, I spent $5.99 on this DVD, but
I mean, just look at these creatures, man. They're so majestic. And the way that they strike sends chills down my spine. That right there is how we beat Aussie Open.
I don't know.
In the buy-in.
It's the Bloomin' Max.
Watch this.
That's the idea?
Yeah, brother. I call it kangaroo kick.
No way.
You've had a lot of ideas, but this has got to be the dumbest one yet.
Hey, pal, kangaroo kick's gonna save your life one day.
Listen to me, Max, trust me, I got a better idea.
There it is, mate. A wild croc.
What are they doing? What are they? No. Jensen! No, that's awesome, Steve Jensen. Damn, Cody. Cody, no worries. Jump up in the Discord, join in the gorilla position. We got you. Oh, I'm sorry. You'll have to go to venue policies and click a few reactions. Then you're good. The buddy cop is real, truly. Now you know this is kayfabe. Tony Khan reprimanding people? Not in my AEW. Look at that! I'm just like,
He's gonna regret that come 2024. Oh yeah, when it's contract season, you bet it. You bet it.
What did you just say?
I said, hi, Tony. You look great.
Oh, it's good, good. It was great. I'm excited. Thanks, guys. Thanks for everything
Yeah,
you're doing.
absolutely.
It's
man.
going great.
Yeah, let's do it.
Thanks,
yeah.
guys. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate it.
See you around.
big man TK! Rowan is a future Hall of Famer. Absolutely coded. Cody. First ballad. He'll be one of the greatest characters the industry's ever known when all is said and done. Better than you. BTR THNU.
Nashville's flaming hot chicken at Hattie B's. Daddy's got to take a dump. I'll see you out there, okay?
Guess we'll see you after the commercial break.
Well, coming up next on Dynamite, we will hear from MJF and Adam Cole.
Roddy. Oh my gosh, Roddy is unhinged. Aw, poor lad. I feel bad for him. I do. I've seen friends like that. Alright, yes. But I'm gonna run to the restroom really quick. Break, y'all. I'll be right back. Well. And we back. Austin Theory reminds me of 2000. Austin Theory reminds me of a 2001 Randy Orton.
Back to AEW Dynamite, where we are moments away from hearing from the AEW World Champion and his challenge.
Yes, I do know that Randy Orton debuted in 2002 on the main roster.
Ladies and gentlemen, the AEW World Champion Maxwell, Jacob Friedman, MJF
We love it. That's actually cool. Champion gets introduced first.
MJF and Adam Cole, better than you, baby, will take on Aussie Open. They will challenge Aussie Open for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship at the All-In London 0 Hour. And then
Don Castle joins Pretty Deadly. I can get down with that combo. Yes, boy!
Chachos collide. MJF, Adam Cole, the AEW World Championship title match.
Oh, how dare you not get Adam Cole in his own damn shot.
This has been extraordinary. This transformation we've seen out of Max over the
Extraordinary pop. It's been like my word of the month.
You said that when he was doing scumbag stuff.
Fandango and Pretty Deadly. That works. Personally, I don't think anybody joins Pretty Deadly. If I'm being real. They can align themselves with Pretty Deadly. But like, I don't like the theory. I don't like a Pretty Deadly theory. I'm not down with that. That's the first way. Don't make yes boys some yes boys. You know what I mean?
Nashville, Tennessee. The devil has arrived.
When's the devil gonna go down to Georgia?
All these tens I see. Who's ready for story time with Adam Cole, baby? We are a week and a half away from the biggest pro wrestling event of all time. I'm talking about All In. And let me just say, if you have a ticket to that event, you make sure that your butts are in those seats by 5 p.m. because on 0 Hour, Adam Cole and MJF are going to become your new Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions.
You hear if I use yes boys?
And boys and girls,
Is there something I'm missing?
do it with the kangaroo kick, baby. Max, kangaroo kick.
Sit what stupid shit can I get over this week?
Titles with a double clothesline.
Yup.
But that is not the only match.
I need to get I need to get to making my all-in graphics.
Event. We have Adam Cole versus MJF for the AEW World.
I want a koala hug. Koalas do look like they give some cozy ass hugs.
Important match of my entire life because 9 months ago I was told by multiple doctors that I may never wrestle again. There were some nights where I would lay awake and I would cry thinking that my dream may be dead. And now fast forward. And
That look from MJF.
biggest pro wrestling show of all time.
And the smile.
Challenging for the most precious prize in our sport, the AEW World Championship. And I'm doing it with one of my best friends. I'm talking about you, Max. This match it's so important for my legacy because for 15 years I've been at the top of every wrestling promotion I have ever worked for. I've broken records with my championship runs, and this match with Max, that solidifies my legacy here in AEW. But
not just being in the match, but winning the match.
I mean, it's hard to.
Max, I love you, but I need to win this match more than you could ever imagine. And I'm just telling you this as your friend. I'm telling you this out of love. The second that bell rings, I don't know about you, but I will do anything and everything to win that AEW World Title.
You don't know about me. Okay. Hey, that was a great story. Too bad mine's better.
Dude, what?
Who's ready for story time with MJF, baby? When I first got into this sport,
Mine's better.
this is all the God's honest. When I first got into this sport, on my first day at the Creative Pro Wrestling Academy, we were handed a sheet of paper and we were told to write down dream opponents. I wrote down two names, Cody Rhodes and Adam Cole, baby. Fast forward, the year is 2018. I, for 1 year, have had a brand spanking new Dodge Ram truck, and in that 1 year, I put 90,000 miles on it because I busted my ass trying to make a name
Yeah.
for myself on the independent circuit.
It's a complex thing.
Little birdie
Cody Rhodes in AEW.
2018 that there's going to be a show run by the Elite in Chicago, a show that would be the biggest show in the history of wrestling outside of the WWE in decades, and that show was called All In. So I shot my shot, Tennessee. I DM'd Cody Rhodes and I said, sir, you don't know me all that
Hey,
well.
what's
You
up,
don't know
Dara?
me
How
all
goes
that
it, fam?
But if you give me an opportunity, I promise you, I will not disappoint. Some time went by. The show was getting closer and closer, and my hopes of being on it were getting thinner and thinner until I got a response.
But Dynamite is kabooming.
And
He's been nice.
kid, you're all in. That was the biggest night and the biggest opportunity of my career. I got to open a pay-per-view, frankly, I had no right being on. And yes, I may have lost that night. However, I managed to turn some pretty important heads, one of them being a man by the name of Tony Khan. After that match, Tony Khan offered me a contract to a little-known company, don't know if you heard of it, called All Elite Wrestling. The fact of the matter is, if there's no All In, there's no MJF, and that's a fact. Fast forward the
Just
year
realized that never went out.
2023, and I went from being an unknown, and I scratched and I clawed my way up from the undercard, let's be honest, and I grew up in front of your very own eyes. I became a generational talent. I became the devil himself. I became one of the best to have ever done it. I became the AEW World Champion. And now, once again, I'm looking at the opportunity to be on a show called All In, and once again, it's the biggest opportunity of my career. It will be in front of the biggest crowd in the history of this sport.
No, North Korea doesn't count.
Against a guy who on day one was my dream opponent, who I can now proudly say has become my best friend.
means so much to me. You have no idea the fact that
Same, Devin.
to go down in the history books as main eventing the most important show of all time on August 27th. However, it doesn't mean everything to me.
That sounded Australian? I didn't mean for it to. I was just doing a quirky voice.
Is the Triple B. This is not simply just a title.
Although I can tell you right now, it probably was better than my actual attempts at an Aussie Open for history. Oh no, your pose. Oh, my pose. Oh, I see.
Countless hours training in the gym until I could barely stand up, standing in front
Feel
of
that?
the TV set, studying tape until my eyes bled. All
Don't feel that much.
this. And if you think just because I'm your bud, I'm gonna lay down on August 27th, you're out of your goddamn mind. I love you like a brother, but a win in Wembley will make me legendary. And I'm gonna win, Adam, because nobody is on the level of the devil.
Well, Max, may the best man win.
You know what? I have a feeling the best man is gonna win. Because my name is Maxwell Jacob.
He went back into it.
And I'm better than you.
That's interesting, because I'm pretty sure your new AEW World Champion, his name...
That was cute. That was cute.
Can their friendship survive All in London? Can their friendship survive the AEW World Championship main
What's happening? Oh, there they are, the champs. You know what? That's probably what they needed. How do you break the tension with them otherwise? I love it. And it's like, oh, by the way, here's the graphic. This match that's going to happen. It's these two teams right here. Like, could have waited a bit.
Is this a precursor to the 0 hour at All in London?
Kind of same. When I heard the, I'm like, Kingdom? Like how it's crazy how the third most important element, not most important, but the third most, the third least relevant group in this story is Aussie Open.
All in London, the 0 hour, better than you, baby. Aussie Open for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship. Then All in London, the main event on pay-per-view around the world. MJF Adam Cole, one-on-one for the AEW World Championship.
What are you doing?
Oh, look at this. Look at Adam Cole. He's setting up.
You're not serious.
An interesting development, Tony.
Well, he was gonna kick his head off.
Huh.
Put a smile on my face.
That had me.
Why not take the advantage if you can get it, right?
Well, these friends, these brochachos, first they will face Aussie Open for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship at All in London.
He failed to rip. I guess it's not that layer. Sheesh.
Fans will be there live. You can join us on Facebook.
He might have. I didn't actually really notice.
Adam Cole,
If he did, good for him though.
AEW World Championship. Just 11 days away. As we see Roderick Strong, Mike Bennett, Matt Taven, the Kingdom.
He's icing his foot from kicking. Poor lad. What lads?
Well, MJF, Adam Cole remaining steadfast friends, but will that be the case after all in London? And after what we saw earlier tonight with
If where this is really going is Adam just straight up turning on him.
the remarkable Renee
Did you see MJF's face? He looked like he was mocking that. Oh, look at them going for their own tunnels as well.
Don Callis and the Don Callis family. Then you add
Stanky lady.
into the mix. What's your reaction to seeing Will Ospreay tonight?
Ospreay, if you wanted a match with me, you didn't have to attack me from behind. This match has been guaranteed to you since 2021. This match would have happened at the Tokyo Dome in 2021 if there was no lockdown. But now, it's going to take a lot more than a worldwide pandemic to stop this from happening. Ospreay at Wembley Stadium, your home turf. You want a piece of Chris Jericho? How about one of the greatest of all time versus one of the greatest at all time? Jericho versus Ospreay at All In. And you want to make me bleed? I'm gonna make you bleed and drink.
You saw that, right, Devin?
In the middle of the stadium, Ospreay. You have never faced anybody with the experience and international presence of Chris Jericho. I know you got mental problems, Ospreay. I'm gonna get inside your head and I'm gonna beat you down and embarrass you in front of your family, in front of your missus, in front of your countrymen in Wembley Stadium. You don't know what you got into with Chris Jericho, but you've opened
You.
and the Ocho is coming.
You're germophobic. You can't touch any blood.
Well, the challenge made for All In London has Will Ospreay unleashed a beast. But
Ooh.
right now, let's go to the Dapper Yapper, Justin Roberts.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Deathmatch. Absolutely anything
Oh my god, he has a belt. What is this belt?
is by pinfall.
Oh my god, there's gonna be some sort of sponsor championship awarded to the winner. It's gonna be so weird.
Introducing first from
What?
Carolina.
What? Okay. I thought he was gonna wrestle with that. I'm like, what? I was so bewildered.
Jeff Hardy in this Texas Chainsaw Massacre Deathmatch. And Jeff Jarrett said he's got a ringer. He's got Leatherface in his corner.
Well, that's always a problem if you got Leatherface in your corner in a Texas Chainsaw death match. But tell you what, this man right
Yeah, his actual face paint is kind of wild.
and he's a stud between those ropes and those ropes.
Yeah, all white Jeff Hardy is not something I thought I would have wanted to see.
Witness here with this match. It's gonna be a little nuts. I got a funny feeling. I don't know where Jeff's going.
You're Justin Roberts. With the rules, it is anything goes.
Where are we? What's the deal here? And now he's leaving. And now he's leaving.
Hardy going into the bowels of the Bridgestone Arena here in Nashville.
The bowels. Who we got? Well, there it is.
Jeff Jarrett with the attack. The bell is rung. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre Deathmatch is underway. And the Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Oh, there's Karen.
based on true events by Gun Interactive and Sewer Nottingham. Available everywhere this Friday, August 18th. Rated M. Foreman
And here's a ref.
Karen Jarrett right there, smacking on
Whoa. Okay, Jeff. Jeff out here thinking it was 2003. He wants more. Karen being a Karen. Oh, Satnam. Satnam in overalls is the best. Yes. Yes. Oh, Brother Zay. Ethan Page. sat him in overalls. I'm just happy they found an excuse to put him in overalls again. That one strap look is just, it's great. Right? I can make the O3 reference and then bam, here's O3 Big Show's like, wait, are we actually in 2003? What's happening here? Oh. It was great. The foot just gets a shot. The way his, you didn't see Jeff entering or anything. Just his foot into shot, kick, exit shot. That was beautiful framework. I had a feeling this was gonna be fun. Like I said, y'all, Memphis bullshit to the highest degree. So what if we had a hardcore match themed after a horror show, movie, or game? Why is that? Kiss his butt. Chaotic and campy. Okay. I like Hex is like, I see what this is now. Oh. What the fuck? Wait, is Jeff Hardy the serial killer? He is. Just got laughed off the. Fuck it. X is like, fuck it, we ball. I'm here now. I want to go home. Oh, hey, Jay Lethal being the reasonable one. Let's make sure to not go towards the serial killer and or the danger. Hardy rated R in theaters. Hardy rated R in theaters March 13th. Oh. Oh my God, Sanjay. Sanjay, the big savior. Oh, wow, Devin. That nice deep pull, but also, oof.
I guess they're trying to make their way back towards the arena here. We've seen crazy matches, guys. Yeah, I don't know. We've never seen anything like this. Jarrett is still just covered in, I guess that's blood. I don't know if it's maybe like motor oil. Motor oil, yeah, any motor oil. I'm gonna go with that. Maybe not hot lava. Inert lava. Oh, big right hand by Ethan Page.
Yeesh.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre Deathmatch.
That's hilarious. Hell yeah. They walking. They prowling.
Yes, agreed. Bizarre. That's the word. That is the word. Yeah, I think I can go back even further than that. And I've seen some bizarre stuff. Nothing like this. Watch out now. They're right behind us.
Oh, boom, right in front of y'all. They're like, wait, that spot looks familiar. Wait, isn't that where we just walked? And they're here.
Just gets dropped on the top of the ramp. Jeff Hardy dropped the elbow. Jeff Hardy now, I mean, it's anything goes, no disqualification. Yeah, he's trying to choke him, choke the life out of him.
Yeesh. Oh, A. What is A? Jumped on him. That's what I'm saying, Cam. This is just like dumb fun in the best way. Oh no, we got a fucking zombie coming up from dead or something. Try to adjust my mics. I don't get it. I'm waiting for like something to emerge. You know, it felt like that. It felt like there was like some sort of like, and then out from the depths comes insert thing here. Hit my mic. Oh, 100% faction war. And honestly, as soon as they announced this match, that's what I thought this was going to be. Because that's to cover up the fact that Jeff Hardy is Jeff Hardy and Jeff Jarrett is Jeff Jarrett in this setting. I figured it was going to break. It was going to become like, well, this is just going to become faction broken versus Heat, as Jeff Jarrett has referred to them. Yes, y'all, if y'all are looking for a somewhat official name for Team TNA here, according to Jeff Jarrett, internally, they're known as Heat. The team is just called Heat. Oh, wow, that table did not want to crumble. Whew, that sucked. His hair is red and a save. Oh my god. Wow. I honestly thought that was it. That was that was Jay Lethal going, no, I'm not done having fun with this match yet. I am the table. And then like right at the last second, okay, not quite. Oh yeah. I ain't bring nothing to the table when I am the table. Oh, got him. What's going on here? What now? Fucking what, mate? Which one? Yes! Oh. Oh my gosh. Were you just about to chokeslam him onto Jeff Jarrett? What was that looking like? Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay. My depth perception deceived me. Jeff Jarrett is unconscious.
The winner of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Deathmatch, Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, that was like all the way up.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre Deathmatch, and whether Leatherface realized it or not, he helped Jeff Jarrett win.
Look at that Leatherface belt. That isn't quite true. This was dumb fun in the best way. I don't know about that. Something about that seems off to me. Yes. Thank you much there, Hex. It's supposed to be a good time to plug said Discord as we're coming up on All In. You might fancy yourself some predictions of some sort. Got ourselves a prediction league, and if it Streamlabs is on the same page as me, bringing that up in the message as well. Monthly prediction league with fantasy stables, fun little mechanics. We got you. There's no simple way to explain it. You just have to read the message, to be honest. But yes, you jump on the Discord. It says so perfectly right there in the Streamlabs. Thank you much for dropping that, Hex. Of course, do drop a thumbs up on this video if you could. Helps us get seen by people who might be looking for an environment like this. We saw somebody drop in earlier. Shout out. I'm scrolling up because, oh my god, yeah. Altered Ego, that's right, it was Altered, oh my, but yes, shout out to Altered Ego who dropped in early on in the stream, having found it early, liking the thumbnail. So yeah, those thumbs up, that's kind of what they do. Helps us get seen by people who might be looking for this a little bit easier. That's wild. But I do think, like, I'll pick up what you're putting down in concept with, like, big giant person, like, being this wrestling serial killer of sorts. Just like me, exactly, just like Altered Ego. Shout out to you, Altered Ego. Appreciate you lurking. The match was alright. That match was it was stupid fun. I think, like, yeah, that's one of those acquired taste things. Because it wasn't what even most deathmatch wrestling fans, like, would go for. But ultimately, yeah, it's a lot of fun. What are they going to do next? Michael Myers? I mean, who knows? I will say that AEW seems to handle sponsor integration into their product a little bit better than other wrestling companies. Not to say it's always the best, but it's like there's more care and intention behind it. There's definitely a feel of that in there. AEW has always had, like, elements of WCW, of 90s WCW and ECW, along with the Ruthless Aggression era and even a hint of Attitude era. And with some New Japan spit all over. It really is it's such a hybrid company, honestly. And some of those things will show more than others on any given week. Topless Reaper, another Dalton Castle shout out in the same stream. Wow, okay, cannot be denied apparently. Thank you, Tobias Reaper. Welcome. I love 80s, 90s wrestling. I definitely have a newfound love for older wrestling. A few years ago, if you asked me, I seldom seen a few things from the 90s and even the 80s, and it was like, not for me, kind of thing. But after watching through WWF, ECW, and WCW weekly from like 93 to 94, I was like, wow, this is there's definitely something here. Dalton Castle, brother. Boss! It's so good. Oh, the whole squad. Let's go. Welcome back, Bunny. AEW that's a decorated record. Think about like 4 or 5 years from now when AEW careers will have records of like 100 wins to 40 losses kind of thing. Interesting look on Penelope. Trying to realign my chair here. Sorry. Don Castle, that's hilarious because that's exactly who you are. That's awesome. I'm trying to... I'd have to see the exact expression he does in this BNG to try and emulate it. Maybe I'll do that for Halloween or something. I can just completely shave and rock it. No worries, Cam. Appreciate the heads up. Running. Yo, shout out. Not gonna lie, I'm really glad I saw you. I just wanted to appreciate that, Alter Ego. I'm glad the thumbnail grabs you. Sometimes I think about my thumbnail layout because it's more or less like templated the same for all my watch alongs. That's the same pose with the logo and font and stuff. So I'm glad I caught an eye because I'm like, oh man, sometimes I feel like I could do better to make this more. And it usually gets replaced with something from the show at the end anyways. But it's always the one I use to promote the stream as it goes live. So I'm glad it catches eyes. Love 90s wrestling. Yeah, 90s wrestling at its peak is fantastic. I will say 90s could have some could have some stinkers though. Weekly television in the 90s was, specifically the early 90s, had way too much enhancement talent. Nice neck breaker. Had way too many enhancement matches for my liking. The bunny face of the thumbnail. Maybe. It almost always ends up being something from the main event, but it's usually the most talked about thing coming out of the show. Bunny getting... Shit's also got some awesome gear. Studded really well. Yeah. Yeah, usually when I also try to get a capture of me reacting to the thing I'm hinting. God damn, we can't spell while, right? Goodness, that autocorrect doesn't feel like autocorrecting that. That's great. Wheel. No worries. My brain kind of autocorrected it. I feel like others do that as well. Like when you can see how the typo happened. It's usually dependent on keyboard placement or just like common typos we all make, you know? I feel like we've all typed "yo" instead of "you" at least once. Oh yes, get the extra elbows in. I'm with it. Count, ref. She should have just kept laying them in. Favorite one is the... I love that y'all have even made memes out of some of some of the screenshots from the stream. That's just, to have memes within the community is so awesome. Oh. Oh, okay. Taz, I love Taz with a straight ass face trying to make sense of it. No, I don't just stream AEW. I unfortunately can't do Ring of Honor weekly television because my schedule conflicts with it. But there is a Ring of Honor watch party hosted by our very own That One Cameron Zebra on the Discord. If you're looking to get in that, they provide the stream as well, so you don't have to subscribe to Honor Club if you can't afford it. I do watch-alongs of Ring of Honor pay-per-views and WWE pay-per-views as well. I'd like to do New Japan, stuff like that, but I don't follow those promotions well enough to feel like it would be worthwhile. Get rid of Nats. Buck spray. Like some off on you would keep them away from you. They would not try to... Did the Jeff Hardy match happen? It did, Al Smith, unfortunately. In terms of, like, unfortunately you missed it. It's actually kind of fun, depending on what you're into. It was nice chicanery. Smoke and mirrors match. That served as well to sponsor. Okay. Well, to be honest, I get it. All Out 2021 had me quit WWE for like a good 6 months. I still loosely kept up with it through news and like podcast reviews and stuff. And eventually when the whole Vince McMahon left, I was like fully like, all right, let's really invest in WWE. Because WWE, that's how I found wrestling. That's how I grew on wrestling. And when AEW came around, I'm like, this is how WWE will get better because they'll have a fire lit under their ass. But I just ended up falling in love with AEW. It's still my top. I still love it. I'm a super fan. And that's why I prioritize AEW programming over it. It's just my wrestling flavor. But I do love WWE. I do love people on it. There are definitely some ethical issues with the company and certain individuals in it, but that can't fully steer me away from it. I don't know how to get rid of Kitchen Nat specifically? Not sure about that. Was it Cinemagic? It wasn't Cinemagic. I'm not sure if you meant to say that. flatliner in there. But it wasn't cinematic. It did start away from the ring though. Jeff Hardy came out to the ring and then went like down the stadium hall, off the arena hall, away from the ring, and that's where the match started. I hope this is going to turn it around. The rolling arm, and then a swing blade. Okay. I think we're taking it home here. Rare missed the camera. Yeah, he lifted. Yeah. So it was fun. Oh, you're only smoking mirrors. Okay, that's interesting to me. But also, I like that because that means people are finding wrestling through AEW. And I think that's really good for AEW. To be making fans, to maybe making wrestling fans out of people. Now, at the same time, I'm like, come on, learn your history. Undertaker, fun fact, is actually the wrestler that made me a fan. I thought she was going to get a pinfall victory just to not do the submission and her submission loss in her return, but I think that's what we're doing here. If it was in the mouse, the movie was shot at. No, it wasn't. It was here in the arena, live. On the dock. Imagine you in the crowd that night and Jeff Hardy just starts walking towards you in that moment. Shit. I would want to say something like super niche. I would just want to be like, yo, do you still have that dirt bike trail? And there it is. Okay, still did a pinfall. I appreciated that. I hated that I wasn't as into the match as I thought, but we got all over the place. I got all over the place with the chat. I should would have. It could have been cool. I know you were pulling for Bunny Hex, but you already know. Especially because there's 2 heels in the match already. Basic booking psychology. Like, no hate, but like AEW was 4 years ago, so you never heard of WWE. Yeah, that's a little weird to me. That like there's that almost feels a little try-hard-ish. Like at the very, if you haven't heard of it, I'm sorry, it's very hard to believe that you've been that far under a rock. They mention it on this program. If you follow AEW enough, then you follow like BT and you get those references. And chances are you've been like, wait, who's this person and why is the pop so big for them? And then somebody goes, oh, they just came from AEW, from WWE. How is Malachi Black a big pop to you? You know, like those are weird. Like, how is Roderick Strong a big pop to you? These things like that. The Bunny over Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny, respect to him. Respect to him for what what he's done. But yes, I can agree. Bunny over Bad Bunny. Absolutely. Oh, hey, that's awesome, Devin. Love to hear that. I love hearing people finding pro wrestling through not through like not WWE. That helps really, like, pro wrestling needs that, I think. Pro wrestling needs people to like develop their passion for it outside of WWE, because the perception needs to be changed that WWE is wrestling, like the identity-wise. Yeah, that's kind of wild. When Sting shows up, how are you going to be like, who is this? Audio, right? Wow, this was 4 weeks ago? I didn't realize it had been that long ago.
I just hope you know how much everyone, all these fans, us, Max and I, how much they love you, how much we love you, and we're going to miss you.
Yo, that's awesome to hear. Ooh, like 2010s TNA as well. That's interesting. Yo. Aw. The way his voice cracked saying that. Right? Like, Undertaker is literally one of the most iconic pro wrestlers ever. Like Roman Reigns will be seen as that one day if he isn't already. But like Undertaker is that, you know? Any person you talk to who isn't a wrestling fan or used to be a wrestling fan, they'll be like, "Is the Undertaker still wrestling?" Like, I like the raps. They're fun. They're fun. Most of the time they hit us. Wait, what? This is not a good sign. Are the Kings of the Black Throne answering this tag team open challenge? I'm not sure if that is the case. 2014, yeah, 2010s. Like, yeah. Malachi, oh my goodness. First, no beard Malachi. Okay, and there's no tag match happening. I'm doing something stupid right now and I'm changing. Hmm? You don't heard from me like 30 minutes call that. Ah. Brody barking at the crowd. Rough. Gross. That was rough. Oh, oh no, they're not done with Caster. Ugh. Buddy who laid it in. Damn. They got whooped. When was the last time we've seen them get whooped like this? Oh. Literally. Pass it around. Everybody gets their turn to look at the boots. That's the main event. Wow. Okay. Buddy letting all of his aggression from Dominic out on. Right. Oh, really? That's how that happened, huh? Yeah, I always heard about Broken Matt Hardy, the Broken storyline and stuff. I never went back and watched it. I wasn't watching at the time. I wasn't watching TNA at the time. Now Impact. And I never really went back to look at it just because, like, nothing ever incited the curiosity enough. I felt like I was always given enough information. Felt like the time had passed to go back on that. I don't know. Maybe one day I will. But hey, what's up, Hassan? How goes it, fam? And you're you jokingly referring to me as Adam Cole has come back around because we've had somebody else now make that reference as well, so I guess it's true. Yes. I'm just happy I'm not hearing more Chris Jerichos. I was getting a lot of, "You look like young Chris Jericho," but that was also before I started my new hair care routine a few months ago. So I had the more flat, fizzy hair that he does right now. I might have to recommend it to him, to be honest. But I don't know how he'd take to that, because it would come from a place of genuinity. As somebody who's not a big fan of Jericho, it would come from a genuine place, but I feel like it would just come off as a snarky fan trying to insult him. Like the GM game you played yesterday? Yeah, appreciate that, Hassan. Tuesday is the backup day in case there's a pay-per-view or something comes up on a Sunday. But we'll be hitting it next Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern, if you're looking to check that out. Break the joke down! Nice. Appreciate that. A 10-minute main, okay. Right? That's where it's like, something went overtime on the show, methinks. Because a Young Bucks main event, 10 minutes? Wild. Ow. Stretch. You're a bit of batter rain. Let's see, I'm appreciative. I'm not trying to jinx it, especially because the guns tend to do this to me, but appreciate the weather not knocking out my internet. Come back show. There you are. Are they all in London or next Sunday night? No, next Sunday night is my GM mode. The following Sunday, I believe, is All In. So, which would mean that the my GM mode will be postponed 2 days to Tuesday on that week. He's becoming. Dalton did his mind. Hey, okay. I love entering. Okay. Look at them. All right, Matt. Okay, never mind. I mean, maybe the match itself will only be as short, but we got action. From home for girl. That's funny. And there we are. Starting off Colton and Nick. Younger brothers, unite. Nice. Smooth. The Guns are underrated, but also, boo. One of those fun to hate groups. Okay. The little do-si-do dropkick there was fun. I wonder if that banner is going to stay there for Rampage. The outside banner with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They sponsored Dynamite. Did they sponsor Rampage? FTR versus Young Bucks. Hey.
I don't know if they're worried about momentum as much as they're just pissed off about Kenny being in the hospital at the hands of Jay and Juice.
Smooth. Not bad. Okay, isolating him. Oh yeah, you don't want Nick tagging in, Mr. Hottest Tag in the Biz. Say somewhat sarcastically, because there's some pretty hot tags in the biz. But it's a fun one.
You know, the Bucks got a lot on their mind, guys. Take a look at Matt. They got this huge title match against FTR. Not only a title match, but against FTR. Kenny in the hospital weighing heavy on their minds.
Nice.
Austin as a cover right here. Yeah, lateral press and job by Austin to realize kick out. And fans are main event. The Guns.
Yes, LT. And it changes. And you best believe I'm having some pizza tonight after this stream. Tune into Rampage. Or Collision. It'll also be there. Because for my watch-alongs, I try to emulate the show that it's on. So like for AEW, it'll have the pizza record there. My WWE watch-alongs, they don't have that because they don't have any records or anything. They just will have their name and maybe their social media. Yeah, it was a pain. It was real sad to have to skip Collision for SummerSlam. But SummerSlam was a fun show, for the most part. I felt like it dragged a bit. I like watching the PLEs and delayed watch parties because then I can skip through all the video packages and stuff. Okay. I thought Austin was gonna shut it, like grab him by the hair or something, and then gonna heal up some more. I'm like, come on, guys, you're getting a little close here. Right? No, trust me, I have a few people in the community who are like, when's he gonna lose? Welcome back, Cam. Just in time for the main event, which is a little short. We're in the midst of the Guns healing the hell up. Because, yeah, that looks like they did do what I said they would do. Kind of shutting it down again. Yeah, the first time I come in with a loss, it's gonna be very sad. And how many slices you didn't eat exactly, Halting? It's straight up gonna be like, so what happened? No, I think what would be even more awkward, if I come up on here like 83-0-1. Because the rules do state if like the pizza becomes compromised beyond eating, then it's not a loss because that's out of your control. That's a no contest. But it's like, I'm not filming me eating pizza, so how many people are going to be like, microscope? You know, and be like, fuck. I've been waiting for somebody to be like, how legitimate is this pizza record? Pretty fucking legit! Because, yeah, my stomach doesn't always agree with it. They really turned it up to try and shut down this tag, though. Nick tagged out to Matt early on in the match, and it's been Matt in here the entire time. Who won the women's match? I hate that it's just like the women's match, but that's what Tony Khan does. And if it was D.M.D. You already know. But Bunny had a great showing, one that I felt like I did not get enough respect in watching. She also was pinned, not submitted, notably, which I'm happy about, because for her to take a submission loss in her return match would be crushing. Hey, another clothesline collision here on Dynamite. That's rough. Oi. Dropped him. Dropped him. There we go. Hit him with the... Nope. Rope. Super kick. Let's go. Float on over. Shoulder bars. Let's hit it with the moonsault. Oh, yes, that's right. The face buster, then the foot back out. I will say the Young Bucks trash talk is, like, not good. It's... He said, "You're dead," straight up, right? And he's like, "Suck it," when he hit him with the face buster, which is kind of funny because of the motion that you do for the face buster. But most of the other times, it's like you hear Matt Jackson when he goes for an elbow drop, "See you in hell," and it's like, what? It feels like it's automated out of like an E for Everyone fighting game. Going for the BT trigger. I don't think it's happening. Colton was a little late there. They straight up had to stop. Damn Colton. Oh, so you just like the champion's advantage rule pretty much? I get that, but I also... Then there's the other side of me that hates the concept of somebody winning a championship because somebody else effectively threw it away. So they didn't win the title, someone else just lost it, so they get it by default. Like, it doesn't feel like a victory. So I can kind of get the champion's advantage from that regard. But yeah. Ooh. That being said, shout out to the Ring of Honor Pure Wrestling Championship, which can change hands on any kind of a disqualification. And I can dig that because that's a part of that championship's division. The Pure Wrestling Championship might be one of my favorite championships in pro wrestling. Not by design, but like by concept. I think they're taking it home, but I also think TK be like, "Hey, TBS, 1 minute, please." Oh, just barely escaped. That... I get what they were going for, but that didn't quite work out because the roll-up ended up being so sloppy, which was where the placement was initially on it. I kinda... Yeah, that was... I dig it. It could have been executed a bit better, but A is the worst. Oh, Bang Bang Gang on site. Bucks cheat. Turnabout is fair play, Lone Star. Literally, we're just about to get got by the Guns doing that very thing that they've won matches to do. I've always been a firm believer of turnabout is fair play. In this day and age of pro wrestling, where, like, everything has become so gray, which personally I like. I've never been a fan of, like, white beat babyface and all black wearing heels. Like, have some diversity, have some, like, yeah. Layers. Now, if they do that at every single one of their matches, and be like, okay, that's not okay, you know? What are we doing here? We're about to Pillmanize someone? Oh, no, we're about to Pillmanize someone. Are we about to... But... the Guns can say that the Bucks couldn't beat them clean. I had a feeling. Face cheats. Over 4 happens like that. I think you called it, yeah. No, I don't think it. I think because this is even playing field right now. This is 4-on-4. I think the thing I recommended is going to happen at Allin after the trios match. Assuming the trios match happens after the tag title match. Oh. Oh. I was really hoping for the double super kick there. Yeah, that was another fake out spot there. It's different reasoning this time, but yeah. could have stand to do it at least a little differently. But yes, y'all, that was Dynamite. And a fun one at that, I'd say. Do tune in for Rampage. We'll be catching that live as always. We do here. So we even try to catch it when they change times. I'm a man. But yeah, do swing by for Rampage, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 3 a.m. BST on Saturday. For those of y'all in the UK who are mad folk, I know several of you in the community. Yeah. But yes, do join the Discord is the best way to keep up with notifications, the schedule of what WatchMania, all things WatchMania. You can catch up with the Ring of Honor watch parties on Thursday when it premieres, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, 12 a.m. BST. Hosted by our own, that one, Cameron Zebra, as well as any AAA watch parties, GCW watch parties, along the likes, whenever they tend to happen. Good Dynamite indeed, Dara. Take care, everyone. See you Friday. Gracias. You're very welcome, Lone Star. De nada. Yes, y'all do drop a thumbs up on this video if you could be so kind. Also, yes, Collision on Saturday. The time you know that is Sunday. My GM mode next Tuesday, the return of our AEW Fight Forever Road to Elite. How weird can the AI writing be? We're going to find out with the Road to House of Camouflage with Malachi Black. Yes. Y'all take care. Be easy. Peace.